So I'll give you a brief description. I know we didn't say it earlier, but I am in the cannabis industry. Cannabis, I know it's a tough word. Some people say, cannabis or marijuana or weed or pot, things like that. Excuse me if you have kids in the room, or CBD or hemp. But that's the industry I am in. The reason I'm in this industry is because in regards to networks, I was in Dubai hanging out with some friends. And I was there for a Formula One race, which is like a car race that happens, in multiple, countries and states. And I'm on a boat, and these guys, which are very influential and very wealthy, was like, Paul, can you find an investment in cannabis? And I said, I don't know anything about it, but I'll take a trip to Denver and just figure it out. So literally took a flight to Denver, and I just said, let me just find out what's happening. I went to a couple of dispensaries, a couple of stores, and the first thing I noticed, based on my experience, was that there was a lack of brand recognition in the cannabis space. Like, brands like Coca-Cola and Sprite and Fiji or Aquafina or like Dasani, these brands, but you can't name one cannabis brand. And if this is the industry that's sweeping across America at a rapid rate, things, to me, in my background, came down to like brand recognition. Like, why do you wear Nikes because it's reliable, it's trustworthy, or why do you wear Reebok, or why certain brands have cornered or really captured the marketplace. And that's really what I feel like consumer behavior is based off of. It's like brand recognition, something that's stable, something that you feel like you can trust. And I felt like that was needed in the cannabis space. So based on all of my intuition and knowledge from the past, I was able to see an opportunity and then utilize my resources and network to build that business. So literally the business started with seeing the opportunity, understanding, people look at I don't know if they go with the SWOT analysis and stuff like that here in college, but just seeing the strengths and the opportunities of the industry, understanding like what's my unique way that I can approach this, that we can have the best opportunity of success. So literally the same thing happened. All my friends that I met along the way, I said, look, I have an idea. What do you think about this? And then literally all my trusted friends gave me advice on, try this, let's do that. If there's ways that, things that were like obstacles, we kind of eliminated it off the bat. So based on what I wanted to do, I didn't know anything about like growing, I didn't know anything about rolling, I didn't know anything. But what I did know was how to brand and market. So I said, look, most people think there's a obstacle to getting into the industry. I always tell them that there's zero obstacles. Literally, saw what happened, I said, look, I don't need to grow, I don't need a license, I don't need to understand hydroponics, I don't need to understand a lot of the scientific data. All I need to do was find people that knew how to do that well, and I can organize it and finance it and bring it all together. So it's really like capturing a pool of people that were successful, that I felt that we could work together to create an opportunity within this industry. So the company we started was called Mez. So my partner was in the industry. Then we also brought on two of my friends. One is a healthcare professional, and another one is a healthcare VC fund that helped raise additional capital when we put our personal seed money into the venture. And I like to say the word personal seed money because like people like to see that you invest first in things, whether it's sweat equity or your own savings or whatever you can do, just put something in to get it in motion so that people can see that you have some type of skin in the game to make your dreams come true. And that's what they believed in. They believed in our power to use our own resources. They saw us being innovative. They saw us being creative and thoughtful. And it was a no-brainer to invest money into our company. So we've essentially started a company based out of products that we thought was innovative, which was like the concentrates and like, I don't get too technical, but we pretty much do like concentrated products in the cannabis space, as well as the CBD space. You probably will see like more information about CBD becoming more popular and what's happening in the news and things like that. But literally, there's some discoveries that are happening in this industry that are really groundbreaking. And another reason why I got into the industry, and this is very important, is that when I did the research on what was important for me was like discovering, as much information about the plant, about the cannabis plant. And then I also wanted to figure out why it became illegal. And then I And in that research, I found out that it was totally legal in America until 1937. Doctors prescribed it, people utilized it, dentists used it for pain management, doctors used it before the opiates. That's what people used for pain relief. So I said, well, why did it become illegal? And then literally, some astounding information came up. It was just based off of really three things. It was essentially racism and exclusion. There's this one guy who was the head of the DEA. His name was Henry Anslinger, and he really hated blacks, Mexicans, and jazz music. And that was really the only reason why the plant became illegal, because it was used to curb populations in California of Mexicans taking jobs, and then he just despised, blacks, primarily in New York City and in the jazz culture.